Hello friends, welcome. My name is Dave. Thank you for joining me on this fragrance hobby. Now today we're going to look at the House of Paco Rabanne. This is Black XS. Now this is the repackaging in 2018 of the original back in 2005. And a lot of people seems to have worn that version. And when they mention this, comparing it's about maybe 80% similar. For sure it's been watered down and the longevity wasn't as good as before. Now back then, 2005, this fragrance was done by Olivier Crisp and Rosendo Matu, two master perfumers, and seems to be very well received back then. Now I don't have the original, so I can only tell you what this version gives me. All right, give it a spray. Now I found a clone of this, or inspired by the House of Swiss Arabian. This is called Chagaf. I'm going to go ahead and spray on the other arm. The reason being, when I first smelled Black XS, I got the Chagaf first. When I smelled Black XS, right away I thought about the Chagaf. And it was very, very similar to my nose. And I thought, wait, oh man, I got a redundant purchase. So after my first impression, I gave it a whirring to compare them, and no, there may be only about 60% similar, maybe in the initial blast, but then after the first few minutes wear off, they're in the same vibe, I gotta say, same direction, but they're different. Black XS is gonna be a little bit deeper, sweeter, darker, and the Swiss Arabian is going to be lighter and a little bit airy, comparing to each other, okay? But when I was just wearing Chagaf by itself, I thought, it was Black SS. But this is how our nose and our memory can trick us, right? Now, with that said, yeah, I'm just going to talk about Black SS. What you're going to get in the top is the citrus. You're going to get the lemon, the fresh citrus, and sage. But then right away, the middle notes, the sweetness is going to come in very, very quickly, maybe after 30 seconds. The citrus is still there. And what I'm smelling is more of an orange type of citrus. And it's a little bit zesty. So some might say it's like an orange soda pop. Something like that, because of the sweetness behind it, the praline and the cinnamon, tolu balsam, and black cardamom. With that said, the praline is the one that's taking center stage. Very, very, very strong praline notes with that orangey, citrusy type of scent. And then at the dry down, you're gonna get some patchouli, black amber, and rosewood. But I don't know if you can smell all of those. What I'm just getting mostly is the praline and the citrus and some lemon and maybe some sage. Yeah, so this is a sweet, very, very sweet, dial up to level 9.5 sweetness. And so for sure, you gotta use this in a little bit cooler days. One of the time when I wore it, it was a little bit too warm and I really got disgusted. But then when I wore it in the cozy morning, it was really, really nice. If I don't smell it to the skin, then it's okay. But if I put my nose to it, it's a little bit too much. So you gotta know, you don't want to put too many sprays, okay, maybe just one or two, and just let the air, the wind, give you whiffs of it. And that's gonna be very, very pleasant. So I can see how people would enjoy this one. Because most people will gravitate or enjoy a pleasant sweetness, right? As long as it's not too cloying. So I think the cloyiness will come from if you are too close or you spray way too much. But as far as people around you, when they get whiffs of this, they're gonna appreciate it and they're gonna enjoy it. You might even get compliment with this. So for sure, it's gonna be for the younger crowd because it's really sweet. The cinnamon and the praline is coming through so much, and the cardamom. So you can imagine all those sweet notes. I keep saying sweet, sweet, sweet. Even though the name is Black XS, I really don't get any blackness from it other than the box, velvety type of box, and the block presentation. But yeah, if you want to call, maybe it means darker sweetness, right? Not just fresh, zesty type of early morning under the sun sweetness. So with that said, maybe it's for nighttime. That's what they're referring to, and that's cool. Yeah, for sure. It'll be great for the nighttime for on a date, and yeah, I just see this for the younger crowd. Okay, and let's see, longevity. On my skin is okay, maybe 2 or 3 hours. It's okay. It's not so bad, but it's not great either. And I heard the newer version. Okay, this version has been watered down comparing to the previous version. All right. Now, just as a comparison, the Shagaf, I'm just smelling it. Yeah, it's maybe like 60% similar. So if you got this, you can enjoy it by itself. It's not, you know, super redundant, okay, but in the same direction. Now I have the others from the line, Pure XS. I have 2 bottles of this. This is a 50 ml, but I also bought 100 ml because of how much I loved it. And the Pure XS Night, with the ginseng notes, which is so interesting. If you know me, I really enjoy those interesting notes. And when they, when companies come up with, you know, something new, something different, okay, just put a different twist on, and then I really enjoy it. Like they put ginseng. How often do you smell the notes, that notes on fragrance, right? You don't. So especially it's very prominent. So with that said, the reason I brought that out is because of this line. I also have the original XS, which is totally different. But of these 3, this is my least favorite. It's number 3. Because number 1 is too sweet for me. Number 2 is kind of linear. I do get it, you know, orange soda pop with the sweetness, but then all 3 are kind of linear, but they seem to be more complex. For darker scent, they have more going on, and this one is just, you know, I'm getting mainly those couple notes. But if you enjoy sweetness and you want to last through the life of the fragrance, perfect. This is going to be perfect for you. So with that said, this is enjoyable. Just don't spray too much, you'll be cloying. Use it on the right weather, in cozy weather, you'll be fine. Very, very good. So with that said, I hope that is helpful. And as always, thank you for watching and see you next time.